Hello everybody and welcome to another episode from my medieval realm. I'm Fixxitt and look at this beautiful, beautiful town that we have here. This is the town of Kalahal with our brand new 1.5 edition of my compilation texture pack. And I am up here in game mode 3 here, so I could take a look at some different things. I want to take a look at all the different textures and show you guys what I've been working on and how beautiful everything is. I have borrowed some stuff from Conquest Texture Pack, reduced it to 16 by 16 size, and I think it is pretty nice. Now, there are some things that you're not going to like, probably. But, oh, look at that. Doesn't that look nice? I mean, the wood and everything, I just think this is fantastic. So, also, separately, I got a lot of this wall done. Now, it's not, actually, I shouldn't even say done. It's not done. It is more done than it was before, but there's still quite a bit to go. There's still the whole upper, like there's nothing here in between, as you can see there. All this stuff is good. I actually want to walk here. So I did the texture variation here, but there's no like there's no I don't know what you call it, like in the middle here where we're gonna do some things like either this or some fences, that kind of stuff. There's none of that stuff, but as is, it's not too bad. And Ulrich has come through to really work on, oh yeah, here's a texture. This is a jack-o'-lantern, actually. So, easy to make, and the new carpet, the new wool carpet texture there. The leaf textures are the same, but all the wood textures are different now. Excuse me, guys. I am pretty sick. I've been sick all day. I'm going on a little family vacation tomorrow, so I'm really hoping I wake up tomorrow feeling better, but I feel pretty crappy right now. And of course it's raining. Let's see if we can track down. Yeah, okay. So this is the glass texture. Now, this glass texture is taken from the Villagecraft server. No, I wonder if I can find a bed here. Ulrich's houses, they're amazing, but they're like mazes. I can never find anything on the interiors. No? Maybe in here? This looks like maybe a bedroom. Maybe? Yeah. So I'm sniffling like crazy. Sorry about that. I can't do anything about it. But these glass textures are going... This is what I need clear glass to be. Now, I can change the border, which I probably will, and make it a little bit more medieval-ish, sort of. But it's going. I need it to be real clear in the middle. So that's going to be that, unfortunately. So that means what we have to do is we have to go through and replace all of... in the regular world, all of the white or regular glass, you know, just glass, plain glass texture, because it doesn't really work. So the light gray texture is now kind of what this was before. Here's a torch on the ground. This is the Conquest torch. I figured out how to do that. That wasn't quite as easy as I thought it would be, but we got it. We got it worked out. So yeah, I mean, I am such a fan of the way sort of all these different textures work together. Like this, I don't think I have any on me, do I? No. Look at this new birch. The new birch texture is so nice. There's so many new textures. At some point today, whenever we get to where we're going to start working today, I'm probably going to break into Creative just so I can show you the different textures, or jump into a... oh, here's something. Here's one. This is the mud texture, which this is actually soul sand, but just a mud. I took that mud from Biomes of Plenty. And, yeah, like, see, this doesn't work. So this will need to be replaced, but there's a lot. Oh, this is cool. This is new, actually. Oh, very nice. Yeah, this is very nice. Cool. Yeah, here, this is spruce now. I think that's a nice texture. I did change the texture. The only thing I've really worked out is I worked out... Oh, that wool texture is so nice. Oh, let's go see the Church of the End. That's new too. The factory here, I had to go replace that stuff. So I'm going to have to jump here to show you guys realistically. It's tough to say. So I thought that it would have some black stained glass and maybe red to kind of signify like the fire and lava of the factory. This is the light gray glass. You know what I should have done here? I should have done this. Here. This way I can show you glass. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is light gray. It's almost like our old texture was before, except for that I have a little bit of a haze, because what Ulrich mentioned, and I've read before, that in medieval times they couldn't actually create really clear glass. So I thought that maybe a little haze was nice, but you can still see in real easily, but you can see it's just not totally clear. The reason I need the other clear is for underwater building and for some future projects. But let's go over and take a look at the Church of the End. I'm not building. I don't mind flying around to show you guys. All right, so these are Conquest texture packs. The green. This is one that I made based off of a B-dubs texture. They work pretty well together, actually. This one, maybe, I'm not sure. I'm crazy with the lines going the bottom and not the top. I don't know why, so it looks like a connected texture even when it's not, but it maybe could use some vertical lines, maybe. That's really easy to fix if I want to do that, but... Cool, let's go over and take a look at the Mayor's Garden, see if anything over there has changed. I've not been on here in a few days. I've been very busy with some family stuff. I had some sad news with my dog and had to kind of deal with that stuff. So I've not been on. But, yeah, this is the Mayor's house. This is wool. Yeah, this is wool. This is the dark oak wood. It's interesting. I like it. I think it works really well with everything else. I really like the oak, though. I think the oak, and I do have 4 variations of oak and 4 variations of birch so far, and I'll do variations of all the others as we go. But yeah, so here's a look around town. I think it is, oh, look at that. That looks great with this texture pack. Very nice. Yeah. So, big fan. I'll show you what I did over here since we're sort of in tour mode. We're flying around. Let's see. Here's where we're at so far. I think it is pretty good. Still some work to do, but the ruins, there's no height is the problem. So, like, if you're walking through here, and you see that ruin, that's pretty nice, but there needs to be some depth. So there needs to be something coming up higher in the back. And to make that work, I'm going to have to go something higher in the back and the middle. What I mean is, I'm going to have to put a tower in the middle, so that way from every side there's depth in the back. This little balcony, some over... It's okay. There's obviously still some areas, like I need to have something of some depth there. Some sort of, like, maybe... pillar, I don't know. There's a lot of things, and clearly I have not done this side at all. But we're getting there. The walls are getting there. Okay, so it's enough talking. I'm going to get to where we're going to work today, which is the Druid Arborist Kingdom. And to be legit, I'm going to walk. Or fly. I'll fly, yeah. I'll take my rockets. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll see you over there. So, this is walking through with the new birch textures, which I just think are just so nice. So good. I really hated the old birch textures. And we're walking in the Arborist Kingdom right now. The beginnings of it anyway. It's okay. It's alright. There's some things I have changed since I saw you guys last time. And let me show you what it is. Here's the idea. I want the Arborists to be an old race, right? Like, they've been here for a really long time. And I have some lore that I've kind of thought about and worked out. The idea is going to be that... Actually, while I'm talking, I'm going to walk over here to show you the trees that Ulrich made. He made some eucalyptus trees, which are fantastic looking. So, the arborists are very old. They've been here for a really long time. And maybe more than one age. Yeah, we're going to have ages in the world. That's something I'll talk about later on. But this is a birch tree, which I've been told looks nothing like a birch tree. So, maybe we'll edit that at some point. But that was a trial run to see if this works. Here are the eucalyptus trees. So, the arborists... No one ever knew where they were until the Great War happened. And when the Great War happened, the Nether forces came and they burnt down the Arborist sacred tree, which is going to be maybe what we start working on today. So at the beginning of the Third Age, or the end of the Second Age, that's when the Great War, the Nether War happened. The zombie pigmen came and they burnt down the Arborist great tree. And since then, the arborists have decided to take a more active role in the world. That's why they're going out and they're replanting trees. and doing that stuff. I am running away so I can go sleep. So they've been out replanting trees, replanting forests, all that kind of stuff, which is going to play into the lore, and that's kind of why we have these things. That's why we have these structure blocks. And now one day we'll talk about that. But in the meantime, during the time since the end of the Second Age, which the Second Age ended whenever the Nether War ended, whenever they went in and they closed all the Nether portals so the zombie big men can't get out. When that happened, I've completely lost my train of thought. When that happened, the Arbor Druids planted their next great tree, which takes like hundreds, if not thousands of years to actually grow. So I thought what we work on today is the basically like the tree, like the stem, like the beginning of the tree growing. And it's going to be a magical tree. It's not going to be a realistic looking tree. So I thought this is like the perfect area. Let me show you this area. It's so nice. And it's really close to the arborist area. But then we can work up some other things that I think are going to be really cool. So to get this massive world tree to grow, it doesn't just grow. You don't just plant a seed. You need magic. So up on top of the landscape around here, and I'll show you as soon as we can clear out some of these leaves, because, yeah, it's tough to see with trees everywhere here, but there are basically 3 ridges pretty evenly generated around this area. If you see, there's like one over there. This hanging thing, one over there. Yeah. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make basically a magical great tree growing from right here. And I'm probably going to make it out of oak. I think that's probably the best wood to make it out of. I did think about maybe dark oak, but I think it'll be oak. That's probably the most Minecrafty tree I can think of right now. But all these trees first have to go. So let me cut down these trees, clear this area, get this whole place set, and we're going to work on making the great tree sapling that's going to be growing here, and to replenish the Arbor Druid's magic. All right, so I think I have a good part of this worked out. Now, I have 2 different ways to go on this. I could either make this world tree sapling look like a little miniature sort of tree. Now, it's going to be little. It's going to be much bigger than a regular tree, but, it's not going to be fully world tree grown like size. Or I could just make it all wood with maybe some like tufts of leaves around the top. And I'm kind of thinking the latter. I kind of feel like this is kind of the middle area here. I harvested a bunch of wood and a bunch of other crap here, so I should be set. I'm thinking maybe around there. I think I'm going to leave that hanging thing right there. That's maybe held up by magic or something. I don't know. I think in this particular setting, I think it's really nice. So let's kind of lay out a shape. Probably not that. Of a tree. It's going to be, roundish. Round-like. Kind of. What is crap? What? How do I even have? Just have flame. That's weird. How do I have that? Huh. I wonder how I have cooked pork chops. I don't know that. All right. Well, so something kind of like this. Maybe there. Maybe there. How's that? I mean, roundish, but not like totally round. I think it's pretty good. And then we're just going to go up, a whole bunch. And then kind of narrow it into, basically I want it to look like a tendril almost. I'm thinking like a giant wooden tendril that kind of curves a little bit. And maybe even loops at the top. I am not going to have enough oak, am I? Not even close. Yeah, no. I thought I harvested so much. I thought maybe I would, but yeah, no. No, I'm not. Just every once in a while, I'll just cut a corner. That's going to be the kind of idea. Like, what if I did something like this? Yeah, something along these lines, you know, and just very slowly bring it in every like 2 or 3 or 4 blocks. I'll bring, you know, 1 or 2 blocks in. I think that could work really well. I guess that's gonna have to come in like that, and probably. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. As you can see, this is gonna take a little bit of time to work out, and just kind of get this up. I do want to make it kind of twisting, so I'm kind of thinking maybe head sort of that direction. So at some point we're gonna come out a little bit, but probably in first. So yeah, I'll work this out, and then I'll come back to you. So I'm out of wood, and this is what I came up with. I actually had to go harvest more, and I'm out again. But I got up to a peak of sorts, which I kind of like in general. I think it's okay. It looks like it's a giant thing. There's a couple things I don't really like, and I think that the base is going to change. I'm going to be adding roots and stuff coming around, but what I would like to do is get a little bit of extra base built around the side that, or I'm sorry, I want to take away some of the base around the side that it's going up. So what I'm thinking is take away some of this base over here. Ooh, and you know what? I think I'm gonna light that up. Let's just drop a torch in there. That'll be just fine. Yeah, I feel like this needs, it's a little bit, I don't know what, like it's a little bit round, and I think that maybe it would be helpful to have this like back a layer, or even maybe 2, depending on how it goes. I need every piece. I'm literally completely out of oak right now, so I cannot squander any if I want to make this work. Okay, that'll be fine. And then let's go. Let's see how that's going to look. Now, this is going to be pretty flat. I have been thinking about maybe showing that this is hollow in some way. Yeah, see, I actually think that it even needs to come in a little bit more even over here. Even maybe here. Now, I don't know how this is going to work once I get the roots set up. Possibly this won't be needed at all once I get that going. But I just think that it needs this little bit of loving in here. Now I have a feeling this is gonna be pretty flat. Okay. And let's just for right now. All right. How's the shape of this? Okay, that's better. In fact, well, I don't know where the roots are going to be. I need to go harvest some more wood, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so I need to go harvest some more oak. So let me go do that, and then I will come back and figure this tree needs to go. It's blocking my view. Okay. I'll go harvest some wood and try to figure out where. But I think the general shape of that is not too bad. I actually think maybe this needs to come back a little bit, even more. Like, not even far, but maybe like right here. Maybe something along these lines, like, maybe there. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's better. That's better. It's a little fat here, so maybe let me do some trimming. I gotta get some more oak, so I'll be back and talk to you more. So before we go back to the root, let me talk a little bit about these houses. So I came in and I messed up these houses a lot. The idea is going to be that these are very ancient people. So the way I did their houses originally was quite round and quite perfect. This is acacia. That's the new acacia texture, by the way. And I don't like it. I just don't like it. I like the color, and I like the wood, and I like the idea of using, where are you? Where? Way up there. Way up there? Really? You know what? I got something for you. Maybe I do. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Nope, miss. Wow. How many shots is this going to take with gold armor? Maybe a few? Ah, there you go. Okay. You too? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Anyway, these houses. Okay, things I like. Dude, seriously. What? Oh, up there. Up there, you jerk. Why aren't you on fire? Catch on fire, man. You know what? I don't have the sun texture right. This is weird. Oh, I don't even have it. Okay, let's bring this over here. Cool. Oh, yeah. This is the 1.5.0 texture pack. I like almost all of it. There's a couple very minor changes that I may make. If this is something that you want to get, it's a compilation pack, so I'm not going to distribute it because it's not my work for the most part. But if it's something that you want to play on the world or whatever, then you can just check out my Discord. That's the easiest place to get it. Okay, so that's better. Look at the clouds. So nice. These houses, I want them to look a lot more old and a lot more like kind of cobbled together. So I added some things. I would like to add some more things, but I don't quite have it yet. And again, I'm out of oak. I used a lot more oak to make some roots, and I used all of it again. So some things. This is white glass. I think that's pretty nice. That's a reduction of the Conquest pack. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. You know, it doesn't break the vanilla feel, but it adds some spice, which I think is kind of fun. I do want to show some of the other blocks, but I think maybe I'm going to wait, and I'll do like I'll do something else once I get this kind of finished. Over here, same idea. I like the idea of grass on the roof. I like that a lot. I like putting different logs and some random stuff. I think there is some shape things that I would like to work out. If I had any more wood, I would do that, which I don't, unless there's wood in here. Is there? Oh, there is some. Oh, good. Oh, maybe I can do that now. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about. What I like is I like the idea of kind of a cobbled together thing. Like maybe, you know, this is old enough that there's been some changes and some problems. But what I don't like is I don't like the evenness and flatness of the roof. Now, this roof actually does have a tier, but I still think it should be a little bit less obvious of what's going on here. So let's see if I can do something along these lines. Let's just bring, nope, both of them wrong. Wow, super awesome. I'm so glad I found some more oak. Cool. All right, so what we'll do is then we'll just bring this back, and I'm just gonna grab this and this and bring this up one layer. That'll be nice. I do have glass. Oh man, I am hitting the jackpot. I have grass and everything. All right, and then because I want, let's see. Yeah, because I want the different tiered, but I also want to kind of block the side of the grass. I think just this little change might be nice. Now, I think probably I'm going to need to throw in some sort of stairs or something on this. Maybe like right there, and maybe right here. In fact, maybe actually there. Okay. Let's go see if that's a noticeable difference. Oh, I think it is. I think it is. That is such a slight difference, but man, I think that's pretty nice. If I were going to complain, I would do something along these lines. Yeah. What about that? Now I'm sure I don't have a fence. Our storage situation is totally messed up here. I can well, yeah, okay, I can make some fence. I have a lot of this birch just sitting here, so let's do that for the sticks. Okay, and then can I make that's birch fence. Okay. Now I should be able to make oak fence. Ah, crap, no. Oak fence. Okay, oh, cool. All right, yeah, I don't need very much. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Just a little support. Take a look. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Now, why is that there? I don't know. Maybe it, it just needs this structure. But I think that it's not so symmetrical. It's not so circular. It looks like it's been lived in for centuries and kind of fixed different ways and all that kind of stuff. That is pretty good. This is very, very, very symmetrical, so I want to take out some of it. And instead, let's do this. That's birch, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I am getting used to these new textures. Okay. Yeah, that's oak. And do something along those lines. I think that's pretty nice. Although, I think I'd rather do a block. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. Throwing one fence there. That's cool. Now, how cobbled together does that look? Much more, right? That is a pretty good estimation of what I'm kind of looking for, I think, in this place. I'm looking for, I don't want to say random, because not random, but like houses that have had some work done to them. And I think that is pretty important for the feel of this place. Oak, and that's birch, yeah. I could use birch. There's no reason I can't. I mean, I only want to use so many textures. I think adding any more textures is probably not going to be beneficial. I do have an oak wood slab I could add. I could maybe put that there. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I mean, it may look a lot worse, but I think it looks a lot more lived in, like it's been fixed. So I am a big fan. Now let's journey out to the root and take a look. I think you get there through here, I think. And if you don't, now I have plans in here. This is going to be a place. This is going to be a vault. It's going to be a vault of seeds that the world has just in case of Armageddon. Kind of like the world. What do you call that vault? That's actually a real thing. I forget the name of it. And here's what I've come up with so far. This is going to be really hard to see, isn't it? From the ground. I should have just gone up there. Well, how did I get through before? I think over this way. Let's see if I can work this out. And get up, just gain a little bit of height. Yeah, and also, you know what? This tree needs to go. Because I need to be able to see what I'm trying to find. Yeah, here you go. Okay, you can see a little bit. So the idea that I have some roots going out with some growth. I have more growth on the bottom than the top, which I think is probably the way something like this would grow. And yeah, I'm pretty good on this. You know, I want to do some magical crystals and things that are making this thing grow to this extra enormous huge height. And I probably want to do a little bit of shaping. Like it's like this is a nice gradual shape where it's getting smaller. It's nice and gradual up there. It's pretty sudden there, so I think I probably want to shape that just a little bit. But that I can do later. That's a little bit tedious because you got to pillar up and all that stuff with dirt and everything. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do, but yeah, I think this is as good a place as any to call this an episode, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everyone.